Just the other day, we received this email. It read as follows. Hi, I wonder if the gentleman's hot sex guide can help me out a bit here. Well, we are always here to listen. Anyway, he carries on. I am currently semi-retired and have lived in Thailand now for nearly 6 years. I do like Southeast Asia, and as much as I do enjoy living in the land of smiles, I still enjoy going on holiday, travelling and discovering new places. I have done the Philippines, Malaysia and even Sihanoukville, Cambodia, until the Chinese ruined it. Indeed. I do like Singapore, but find the hotels there too expensive. Yes, I would agree there. And but for the traffic, I do love Jakarta and absolutely adore Indonesian girls. I'm with you there. I like Bali too until the beaches became too littered. Yes, they have become a bit untidy over the recent years. Anyway, he ends. I would really like to try somewhere new, so any suggestions would be much appreciated. Thank you. And it was signed Tony. Well, to Tony and anyone else for that matter in the same boat, we may well have found just the right place. Hello, good that you are still with us. So, waiting like vultures at the ferry terminals to greet us rich tourists disembarking straight off the boat. Like anywhere in the world, these Batam taxi drivers do take liberties and will try and overcharge a first-time visitor by anything up to 3 times the normal going rate for this usually 10 to 20 minute ride into the Nagoya entertainment area. Where possible, always try to use the excellent and reliable Bluebird taxis which are metered and which I personally recommend. But do be careful though, as many of these rust buckets sprayed the same blue colour copy the Bluebird logo, which even catches out some of the locals from time to time. Of course, when you arrive, as a must, the first thing you must do is get a local SIM card set up on your phone. Just for the data alone, all you're getting from A to B navigation problems are instantly solved. Just Google the place and there you have the opening hours, the directions how to get there, and even how busy or quiet the place is. Yes, easy peasy Japanesey. Things have come quite a long way since my backpacking days when, researching a country, I used to take the odd photocopies of pages from the likes of Frommer's and Lonely Planet, etc. in the local travel section of my local library. And not just for Batam, but for all of Indonesia, do get to know and try and familiarise yourself with the local currency, where the highest denomination note of 100,000 Indonesian rupiah rounded up is roughly around 5 UK pounds or $7 US. But please note I did say roughly, as with the lowest value notes of only 1,000 rupiah, which is worth roughly around 5p. As our friends, the taxi drivers over there, like to round up the fare, as they hardly ever have any change, try and carry around with you a good small selection of notes. Also, on more than one occasion, in a dark bar or in a dark taxi at night, I have unintentionally short paid the person by confusing the 1,000 notes with the same sort of colour 5,000 Indonesian rupiah note. So here we are in the Nagoya district of Batam, and just to get our bearings, using the Harmony Hotel as a reference point, the big Nagoya Hills shopping mall is 10 minutes walk away. Situated between McDonald's and KFC, the Harmony is right in the very centre of all the action. Having selected a choice of 23 hotels, just Google them and see for yourself, which I consider to be very good. Well, what I mean by that, with the 4-star properties on the list, comfortable in a good location with a swimming pool and excellent facilities, and not very expensive compared to Singapore, right down to the 3, 2 and even 1-star hotel, which although some of the hotel facilities are maybe more basic than others, you will not feel that you want to top yourself while in the room. I only mentioned that in jest, but for the benefit of those who do not know this part of the world, Batam is not Singapore, and some poverty still goes on, with depressing sights to see on the streets, from dirty rundown buildings to litter piled knee-high, where pavement should be and rats shouldn't be seen. So in some of the 3-star hotels even, do not expect a room with much of a view. Kampung Bule, literally translated as White Foreigner's Neighbourhood, is the part right bang in the middle of the red light area. Originally referring to the expats, more to the point, the expat business bar owners, than to all the pay-for-pleasure mongers too, who happen to be white. On any of the bar stools there you could find yourself sitting next to any nationality in the world, including even tourists from Indonesia. True, the majority of visitors are weekender bargain hunters coming from Singapore, attracted even to the high-end shopping malls. And even the Malaysians find some of the prices for entertainment much easier on their wallets. The NED has it all, from live music and disco pub and bars serving the usual Western comfort food, to of course restaurants serving the best Asian and Indonesian food in the world. Their chicken satay is like no other in the world. Nasi goreng fried rice, one of their main staple comfort foods, and the lovely sop bontu or oxtail soup with so much flavour is making my mouth water just talking about it. All of course accompanied even better with a nice ice cold bottle of Bintang beer. Before I come on to the bars and pubs, massages too in the entertainment district come in many shapes and forms, from the proper soothing kosher ones to the most seediest with automatic hand relief backstreet joints. I must say though that I've had some cracking ones with some freelancers back at my hotel. At least once in your life you have to spend a good 3 hours or so being pampered in one of the men's spas there, usually with extras of course, available in luxury surroundings with jacuzzis, karaoke if you're into that type of thing, and television lounges to sit around while relaxing in your bathrobe. The booking joints too, or brothels spread all around town, hand you a menu to look at, with all the girls' faces for you to consider who are available at the time. While most of the 4-star hotels have music and entertainment of some shape or form, I have never found the Batam equivalent of CJs or Bats in Jakarta. But if you are into trance music type of places, and you must be a lot younger than me if you are, the Pacific Disco or Planet Ozone at the Planet Holiday Hotel may do the trick. Or for a more down-to-earth locals type of place, head for the Newton Hotel. Regarding the pubs and bars, some will say there are now too many for the current demand, so some may not survive, especially during these horrible COVID times we are all experiencing worldwide. For those bars that will be still there waiting for you, they generally come in 3 categories. 1, very cliquey expat type places with the obligatory pool table full of regulars. 2, die-hard mongering establishments also with the obligatory pool table. Or the 3rd category being a happy mixture of all 2 with or without a pool table. And most have happy hours usually between 5 to 7 p.m. Some bar tab padding does go on. As a rule, I like to pay as I go. The most attractive, sexy-looking ladies will be the ones alluring you into these establishments, and once inside, the ladies who you can bar fine are sometimes, how can I say it, disappointing in comparison. The cost of a bar fine is often discounted during the less busy days in the week, but the general modus operandi is to first buy the lady a lady drink. Most of them do ask you outright anyway from the second you walk in, and if lucky the girl is fit and drop dead gorgeous, and don't she know it, a further $100 or so may have to change hands to get the beaming smile and get the girlfriend experience too thrown in. Just a few words of warning though, there have been cases of drinks left unattended being spiked, and just common sense really if walking alone late at night especially, try and keep to the busier, more lit up areas on your route. Well gentlemen, that's about it. So just to sum up then, compared with its main neighbour and those countries nearby, Batam, in my opinion, is still a very good value, quick holiday option, mainly for its comfortable yet inexpensive girl-friendly hotels, nice places to eat and good value entertainment both day and night. Some of the ladies too have that sort of sexy Latin look to them with a glint in their eyes, which all adds to the appeal, which is unique, I think, just to Indonesia. In most of the bars where you would be going there for only one reason, you will constantly be asked to buy the girls' drinks. One small consolation, though, is the cost of the ladies' drinks, which may lead you to bar fining the person, only cost about twice the price of a normal drink. Bar fines tend to cost more during the busier weekends, but in my opinion, if you get talking to a freelancer who may tick all the right boxes, going this route I have found can not only work out cheaper, but it lets you escape any bar girl jealousy / politics, should you like the establishment where she works, and you may want to go back there most nights. When negotiating the price then, the Indonesian ladies do find it a bit of a turn-off should you ask them outright, how much? I personally do not give a feck anymore, for I have dealt long enough with the Thais and the Filipinos and Cambodians and a few other nationalities now to realise the price will never be up to you, it will always be up to her. I can never stress this enough. So to save any tears and fisticuffs the following morning, while you're having breakfast in bed or whatever, in your nice hotel room, always agree a price first, but in the most polite way you can think of. There are different ways of saying things. Taxi money is a good one, I think. So, back to our friend Tony in Thailand. Hello, Tony. I hope Batam has now ticked all the right boxes for you to consider somewhere different perhaps for a long weekend away. A whole week I think would be pushing it though. You may get a bit bored. Something else to bear in mind, geography wise, down here the wet rainy season too is a lot different to Thailand, with the most rain tending to fall from October to January. So not a snowy Christmas down there, but a rainy Christmas. Thank you. Bye.